Kimberly Noel Kardashian, born October 21, 1980, is an American media personality, socialite, and businesswoman. She first gained media attention as a friend and stylist of Paris Hilton, but received wider notice after the sex tape Kim Kardashian, Superstar, which she filmed in 2003 with her then-boyfriend Ray J, was released in 2007. Later that year, she and her family began to appear on the reality television series Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which aired until 2021. Its success led to the formation of 3 spin-off shows: Kourtney and Kim Take New York, 2011 to 2012, Kourtney and Kim Take Miami, 2009 to 2013, and Hulu's The Kardashians, 2022 present. Kardashian has developed a significant presence online and across numerous social media platforms, including her hundreds of millions of followers on Twitter and Instagram. With sisters Kourtney and Khloe, she launched the fashion boutique chain Dash, which operated from 2006 to 2018. Kardashian founded KKW Beauty and KKW Fragrance, both which operated from 2017 till 2022. The former was valued at over $1 billion as of 2021. She founded the shaping underwear or foundation garment company Skims in 2019, which is valued at over $4 billion as of 2023. Following the closure of her cosmetics and fragrance brands, Kardashian founded her skincare line, Skin by Kim, in 2022. She has released a variety of products tied to her name, including the 2014 mobile game Kim Kardashian Hollywood and the 2015 photo book Self. Her acting credits include the films Disaster Movie, 2008, Temptation, Confessions of a Marriage Counselor, 2013, as well as a voice role in 2 Paw Patrol films, 2021, and the 12th season of the anthology horror series American Horror Story, 2023 to 2024. She was named on Fortune magazine's list of most powerful women in 2023. Time magazine included Kardashian on their list of 2015's 100 most influential people. Both critics and admirers have described her as exemplifying the notion of being famous for being famous. She became a billionaire in 2021 and is estimated by Forbes to be worth $1.7 billion as of 2024. Kardashian has become more politically active by lobbying for prison reform and clemency, and as of 2019 is under a 4-year law apprenticeship supervised by the legal nonprofit Cut 50. Her relationship with rapper Kanye West has also received significant media coverage. The two of them were married from 2014 to 2022 and have 4 children together. Early life and education. Kimberly Noel Kardashian was born on October 21, 1980, in Los Angeles, California, to Robert and Kris Kardashian, née Houghton. She has an older sister, Kourtney, a younger sister, Khloe, and a younger brother, Rob. Their mother is of Scottish and Dutch ancestry, while their father is of Armenian descent. In 1991, their parents divorced and their mother married Bruce Jenner, the 1976 Summer Olympics decathlon winner. As a result of her mother's remarriage, Kim Kardashian acquired stepbrothers Bert, Brandon, and Brody, stepsister Casey, and later 2 half-sisters, Kendall and Kylie Jenner. Kardashian attended Marymount High School, a Roman Catholic all-girls school in Los Angeles. In 1994, her father represented football player O.J. Simpson during his murder trial. Simpson was Kardashian's godfather. Kardashian's father died in 2003 of cancer. In her teenage years, Kardashian was a close friend of Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton, through whom she first garnered media attention. After totaling her car at age 16, her father agreed to buy her a new one on condition that she agree to be responsible for paying all expenses related to any future damages. She subsequently began working at Body, a local clothing store in Encino, California, where she worked for 4 years, assisting in the opening of the Calabasas location. In 2000, after entering into her first marriage, she resigned. Career beginnings, 2003 to 2006. By 2003, Kardashian was working as a personal stylist to the R&B singer and actress Brandy, the sister of Ray J. Later, the siblings' mother and manager, Sonja Norwood, alleged that in 2004 she had authorized Kardashian to make one and only one purchase on her American Express credit card, and that nevertheless, Kardashian and her sisters, Khloe and Kourtney, had incurred over $120,000 in unauthorized charges to that card. Norwood also alleged that the bulk of the charges were attributable to purchases made at Kardashian's family-owned boutique in 2006 and 2007, after Kardashian was no longer employed by Norwood's daughter. Norwood further alleged that, at the request of her children, she did not file criminal charges, instead presenting her allegations personally to Kardashian, and that Kardashian apologized and promised to repay the debt. In 2008, no payments having been forthcoming, Norwood filed a lawsuit. Kardashian has denied all these allegations. In 2009, the parties reportedly reached a confidential settlement, and the lawsuit was dismissed. In 2006, Kardashian had begun working as a stylist for Paris Hilton, a childhood friend of hers. She appeared in several episodes of the reality series The Simple Life, and was frequently photographed accompanying Hilton to events and parties. Shiraz Hassan, a PR strategist working with Hilton, had previously met Kardashian and her mother Kris Jenner in 2005, and stated in a 2020 television special that Kardashian was ready to do whatever it takes to create a successful brand. Rick Mendoza, a freelance photographer on assignment for the tabloid TMZ, remarked in the same interview that, when Kardashian accompanied Hilton to nightclub Hyde, which was a Hollywood hotspot at the time, he continued to get assignments from tabloids to get photographs of Kardashian for the next 3 years. In 2021, Kardashian said that Hilton literally gave me a career, and I totally acknowledge that. Breakthrough 2007-10. In February 2007, a sex tape made by Kardashian and singer Ray J in 2003 was leaked on the internet and gained national attention. Kardashian filed a lawsuit against Vivid Entertainment for distributing the film as Kim Kardashian's Superstar. She dropped the suit 3 months later and settled for a reported $5 million, giving Vivid permission to market and sell copies of the tape. Sales from the film reportedly generated nearly $1.5 million in revenue in the first 6 weeks. Several media outlets later criticized her and her family for using the sex tape's release as a publicity stunt to promote their forthcoming reality show. In October 2007, Kardashian and her mother Kris Jenner, her step-parent Caitlyn Jenner, then Bruce Jenner, her siblings Kourtney, Khloe, and Rob Kardashian, and half-sisters Kendall and Kylie Jenner, began to appear in the reality television series Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The series proved successful for E! And led to the creation of a number of spin-offs, including Kourtney and Kim Take New York and Kourtney and Kim Take Miami. The flagship series concluded in June 2021 after 294 episodes. Kardashian posed in a nude pictorial for the December 2007 issue of Playboy and appeared on the cover of the November 2010 issue of Romanian Playboy, promoting a pictorial titled Poezia unui fund bombet, the poetry of a bulging ass. She made her feature film debut, opposite Carmen Electra, in the disaster film spoof Disaster Movie, 2008, in which she appeared as a character named Lisa. In 2008, she was a participant on Season 7 of Dancing with the Stars, where she was partnered with Mark Ballas. She was the third contestant to be eliminated. In September 2009, Fusion Beauty and 7 Bar Foundation launched Kiss Away Poverty, with Kardashian as the face of the campaign. For each Lip Fusion lip gloss sold, US dollar went to the foundation to fund women entrepreneurs in the United States. In October, she launched her first fragrance, self-titled Kim Kardashian. That year, she also released a workout DVD series, became a guest host, judge of WrestleMania 14 on America's Next Top Model, and guest starred in How I Met Your Mother, Beyond the Break, and CBS's CSI NY. By 2010, Kardashian had ventured into several new endorsement deals, including endorsing various food products for Carl's Jr. On July 1, 2010, the New York City branch of Madame Tussauds revealed a wax figure of Kardashian. Kim, Kourtney, and Khloe wrote an autobiography titled Kardashian Confidential, which was released in stores on November 23, 2010, and appeared on New York Times bestseller list. In December 2010, she filmed a music video for a song titled Jam, Turn It Up. The video was directed by Hype Williams. Kanye West makes a cameo in the video. Kardashian premiered the song during a New Year's Eve party at Teo, Las Vegas on December 31st, 2010. The song was produced by The Dream and Tricky Stewart. When asked if an album was in the works, Kardashian replied, "There's no album in the works or anything. Just one song we did for Kourtney and Kim Take New York, and a video Hype Williams directed. Half of the proceeds we're giving away to a cancer foundation, because the Dreams and one of my parents passed away from cancer. It's just all having fun with a good cause." Jim Farber, writing for the Daily News, called the song a dead-brained piece of generic dance music without a single distinguishing feature, and suggested that the single made Kardashian the worst singer in the reality TV universe. In 2010, Kardashian also served as producer for The Spin Crowd, a reality television show about a New York City public relations firm run by Jonathan Cheban and Simon Huck, appeared on Season 10 of The Apprentice, and guest starred with Khloe and Kourtney as themselves on the Season 3 premiere episode of the series 90210. Continued exposure, 2011-2016. In 2011, Kardashian released her third fragrance, Gold, as well as a novel, Dollhouse, along with sisters Kourtney and Khloe. In 2012, E! Renewed Keeping Up with the Kardashians for 2 additional seasons, in a deal reported to be worth $50 million. That year, Kardashian released her 4th fragrance, True Reflection, which she worked with the company Dress for Success to promote, and her 5th fragrance, Glam, which was made available through Debenhams. In Temptation, Confessions of a Marriage Counselor, 2013, a romantic drama produced, written, and directed by Tyler Perry, Kardashian obtained the role of the co-worker of an ambitious therapist. While the film was a moderate box office success, with a worldwide gross of $53.1 million, critical response was negative and Kardashian won the Razzie Award for Worst Supporting Actress. Kardashian released Kim Kardashian Hollywood, a mobile game for iPhone and Android, in June 2014. The objective of the game is to become a Hollywood star or starlet. The game supports a free-to-play model, meaning the game is free to download, but charges for in-game items. It was a hit, earning $1.6 million in its first 5 days of release. In July, developer Glue Mobile announced that the game was the 5th highest-earning game in Apple's App Store. She voiced an alien in the September 21, 2014 episode of the adult animated series American Dad. Kardashian appeared on the cover and in a pictorial in Paper's Winter 2014 issue, photographed by John Paul Goud. On the cover, her nude buttocks are featured above the caption, "Break the Internet," which generated considerable comment in both social and traditional media. A Time magazine writer commented that, unlike previous celebrities' nudes that represented the women's rebellion against repressed society and trying to tear down barriers, Kardashian's exhibition was just provocation and bluster, repeated images that seem to offer us some sort of truth or insight, but are really just self-serving. We want there to be something more, some reason or context, some great explanation that tells us what it is like to live in this very day and age, but there is not. Kim Kardashian's ass is nothing but an empty promise. However, the stunt set a new benchmark in social media response, and Paper's website received 15.9 million views in one day, compared with 25,000 views on an average day. Kardashian released a portfolio book called Selfish, a 325-page collection of self-taken photos of herself, in May 2015. It received positive reviews from critics, with Kat Brown of The Telegraph describing it as unexpectedly revealing and oddly moving. That year, she was also the cover model for the August issue of Vogue Spain, and released an emoji pack for iOS devices called Kimoji. The app was a bestseller, becoming one of the top 5 most bought apps in its first week of release. By November 2016, as per CBC Marketplace and interviews with celebrity endorsement experts, Kardashian was reportedly paid at least $300,000 for each post that she made on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, endorsing beauty products like waist trainers, teeth whiteners, as well as Coca-Cola and well-known charities. Business Insider later estimated her fee to be around $720,000 per Instagram post. Even though engagement data indicates that her posts are worth slightly less, her regular features in the news allows her to demand a premium above any calculated Instagram-sponsored post price. Business Ventures, 2017 present. With sisters Courtney and Chloe, she launched the fashion boutique chain Dash with an initial store in Calabasas, California. The chain operated between 2006 and 2018. In 2017, Kardashian launched both her beauty and fragrance lines, KKW Beauty and KKW Fragrance. Kardashian and Laverne Cox co-executive produced the Lifetime reality competition series Glam Masters, which premiered in February 2018. The 8-episode series revolved around aspiring beauty bloggers who competed for the title of Glam Master. Prizes for the winner included collaborating with Kardashian on a makeup line for KKW Beauty and the opportunity to join her Glam Squad. Kardashian and the series winner, Argenis Pinal, teamed up on an eyeshadow sticks line for KKW Beauty, named Creme Color Sticks. She made a cameo appearance in the heist film Ocean's 8, which was released on June 8, 2018. Kardashian's next project was the hidden camera prank reality series, You Kidding Me? Co-executive produced by Kardashian and Lionsgate Television, the web series premiered on Facebook Watch in September 2018. She appeared alongside her sisters and mother Kris Jenner in the premiere episode of the series. In November, Kardashian and Kris appeared in the NBC special, A Legendary Christmas with John and Chrissy. In May 2019, Kardashian appeared in the music video for DJ duo Dimitri Vegas and Like Mike and Paris Hilton's single, BFA, Best Friend's Ass. After announcing a new range of shapewear called Kimono in June, Kardashian was heavily criticized over the name of the brand, which critics argued disrespected Japanese culture and ignored the significance behind the traditional outfit. Following the launch of the range, the hashtag #KimOhNo began trending on Twitter, and the mayor of Kyoto wrote to Kardashian to ask her to reconsider the trademark on kimono. In response to public pressure, she announced that she would change the name. However, Japanese Trade Minister Hiroshige Seiko stated that he would still be dispatching patent officials for a meeting at the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, and that Japan would keep an eye on the situation. In August 2019, she rebranded the shapewear company to the name Skims. It initially launched the following month as DTC via its web store, and shortly after, was widely made available via multiple retail websites. The brand has been recognized for its inclusive sizing and apparel shades. It has expanded to a variety of women's apparel, menswear, and unisex clothing since its launch. In February 2020, Skims entered its first retail partnership with luxury store chain Nordstrom. Starting in 2021, the brand has opened various pop-up stores in the United States, Europe, and Asia. Under a deal, it provided Team USA branded athleisure to the U.S. Olympics team's female athletes at the 2020 Summer Olympics and Paralympics. This partnership continued with the 2022 Winter Olympics, and a capsule collection released in collaboration with the U.S. Winter Olympics delegation. In November 2021, Skims and luxury fashion house Fendi released a collaborative range of shapewear, leather dresses, and bodysuits. In 2023, it became the official underwear partner of the NBA, WNBA, and USA Basketball. For her work on Skims, Kardashian was honored with the Brand Innovator Award at the 2021 WSJ Innovator Awards and the Innovation Award at the 2023 CFDA Awards. In July 2023, it was reported that her company stood at a valuation of $4 billion. Skims made it to Time's list of 100 most influential companies of 2022. The Kardashians and Acting Ventures 2020 present. On April 5, 2020, the documentary Kim Kardashian West, The Justice Project premiered on Oxygen, starring and executive produced by Kardashian. It follows her journey advocating for criminal justice reform and highlights mass incarceration in the U.S. In September, she made a cameo appearance in the YouTube Originals documentary, This is Paris. In December 2020, it was announced that Kim, the Kardashian-Jenner sisters, and their mother Kris Jenner had signed a multi-year exclusive global content deal with Disney-owned Hulu. A reality television series titled The Kardashians premiered in April 2022. Co-produced by the sisters and Kris with British production company Fulwell 73. Described as a premium version of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, the program had the most watched series premiere for Hulu in its first 3 days in the U.S., and was the most watched Star Originals series on Disney Plus and Star Plus across global markets. As of November 2023, it is the most watched unscripted series in Hulu history. In July 2024, The Kardashians was renewed for a 6th and 7th season. Kardashian appeared in the Van Jones-led documentary, The First Step, which focuses on criminal justice reform. It premiered at the Tribeca Film Festival in June 2021. In July and August, she appeared in the premiere episodes of Martha Stewart's reality series, Martha Gets Down and Dirty, and Paris Hilton's cooking show Cooking with Paris on Discovery Plus and Netflix. Kardashian voiced Dolores, a poodle, in the Canadian animated film Paw Patrol, the movie, released on August 20, 2021. Courtney Howard of Variety stated that Kardashian and the supporting cast handled the film's sillier moments. She reprised her voice role in the film's sequel, Paw Patrol, the Mighty Movie, released on September 29, 2023. In October 2021, Kardashian hosted Saturday Night Live, and in her monologue, she made fun of her estranged husband Kanye West, her mother's ex-husband Caitlyn Jenner, her sisters O.J. Simpson, and many others. In January 2022, in a class action lawsuit filed against the cryptocurrency company Ethereum Max that alleged the company is a pump-and-dump scheme, Kardashian was named as a defendant, along with former professional boxer Floyd Mayweather Jr., former NBA player Paul Pierce, and other celebrities for promoting the Ethereum Max token on their various social media accounts. In October 2022, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission announced that Kardashian had agreed to pay a $1.266 million fine to not promote cryptocurrency assets for 3 years, and to cooperate with an ongoing investigation without admitting or denying wrongdoing for failing to report receiving a $250,000 payment to promote the Ethereum Max token. In December 2022, Central California U.S. District Court Judge Michael W. Fitzgerald dismissed the lawsuit on the basis that the claims were insufficiently supported given heightened pleading standards for fraud. In April 2022, Kardashian founded Sky Partners, a private equity firm with a former partner of the Carlyle Group. Her mother, Kris Jenner, is also a partner at the firm. In July 2022, she made her Paris Fashion Week modeling debut on the catwalk for fashion house Balenciaga, along with Nicole Kidman, Dua Lipa, and Christine Quinn from the reality television series Selling Sunset. The following month, Kardashian and Beats Electronics launched a collaborative range of true wireless earbuds in an earth tone palette inspired by her signature minimalist style. In September, Dolce & Gabbana debuted its Spring-Summer 2023 collection, which Kardashian creative directed, taking after the fashion house's archive with a retrospective of the years 1987 to 2007 by leaning into an alter ego of a sensual Italian mob wife. Under an exclusive deal with Spotify, she hosted and co-produced the 8-episode podcast The System, The Case of Kevin Keith with Network Parcast. Premiering in October 2022, it outlines the discrepancies of Keith's case, in which he was convicted of triple homicide in 1994 in Ohio. Kardashian co-led the 12th season of American Horror Story, subtitled Delicate, alongside Emma Roberts. Her first scripted television role, she starred as Siobhan Corbin, the protagonist's best friend and publicist. The season is based on Danielle Valentine's novel Delicate Condition. It was divided into 2 parts, which premiered in September 2023 and April 2024 on FX. Production for the season temporarily halted due to the 2023 Hollywood strikes. Kardashian's performance received positive reviews from critics. Anthony D'Alessandro of Deadline Hollywood called her perfect for the role of Siobhan Corbin, whilst Coleman Spilled of The Daily Beast found Kardashian to be the best part of the season. In November 2023, it was announced that Kardashian is set to star in the comedy film The Fifth Wheel, which has been sold to Netflix. She is set to act and produce with Paula Pell. In August 2024, Kardashian signed a first-look TV deal with 20th Television to develop and produce scripted program image content. The first project under this deal is the series Group Chat, based on Lala Anthony's 2014 book, The Love Playbook, Rules for Love, Sex, and Happiness. Intended for Hulu, Kardashian will executive produce the series alongside Kenya Barris and Anthony, the the latter who will star in the project. She again collaborated with Beats Electronics to release the Beats X Kim collection, a trio of Beats Studio Pro headphones in nude tones. Kardashian will executive produce and star as the protagonist, a divorce attorney, in the Hulu legal drama series All's Fair, created by Ryan Murphy. Production will begin in late 2024. She will also star in an untitled Amazon MGM Studios thriller movie written by Natalie Krinsky, with Kardashian in mind, which Kardashian will co-produce with Krinsky and Bruna Papandrea. Personal life, relationships. In 2000, at 19 years old, Kardashian eloped with music producer Damon Thomas. Thomas filed for divorce in 2003. Kardashian later blamed their separation on physical and emotional abuse on his part and said she was high on ecstasy during their wedding ceremony. Before her divorce was finalized, Kardashian began dating singer Ray J. Kardashian then dated Reggie Bush. Their relationship began after Matt Leinart introduced them at the 2007 ESPY Awards. They split on July 27, 2009, and got back together on September 28, 2009. Kardashian also briefly dated NFL player Miles Austin in 2010. In May 2011, Kardashian became engaged to NBA player Kris Humphries, then of the New Jersey Nets, whom she had been dating since October 2010. They were married in a wedding ceremony on August 20th in Montecito, California. Earlier that month, she had released her wedding fragrance called Kim Kardashian Love, which coincided with her own wedding. A two-part TV special showing the preparations and the wedding itself aired on E! In early October 2011, amidst what the Washington Post called a media blitz related to the wedding. After 72 days of marriage, she filed for divorce from Humphries on October 31st, citing irreconcilable differences. Several news outlets surmised that Kardashian's marriage to Humphries was merely a publicity stunt to promote the Kardashian family's brand and their subsequent television ventures. A man professing to be her former publicist, Jonathan Jackson, also claimed that her short-lived marriage was indeed staged and a ploy to generate money. Kardashian filed a suit against Jackson, saying his claims were untrue, and later settled the case that included an apology from Jackson. A widely circulated petition asking to remove all Kardashian-related programming from the air followed the split. The divorce was subject to widespread media attention. Kardashian began dating rapper and longtime friend Kanye West in April 2012, while still legally married to Humphries. Her divorce was finalized on June 3, 2013. Kardashian and West became engaged on October 21st, Kardashian's 33rd birthday, and married on May 24, 2014, at Forti di Belvedere in Florence, Italy. Her wedding dress was designed by Riccardo Tisci of Givenchy, with some guest dresses designed by designer Michael Costello. The couple's high status and respective careers have resulted in their relationship becoming subject to heavy media coverage. The New York Times referred to their marriage as a historic blizzard of celebrity. West said Kardashian was his muse. In January 2021, CNN reported that the couple were discussing divorce, and on February 19, 2021, Kardashian officially filed for divorce. In April 2021, they both agreed before court that they would end their marriage due to irreconcilable differences and agreed to joint custody of their 4 children. They also agreed that neither of them need spousal support. In February 2022, Kardashian filed a complaint to the Los Angeles Superior Court asking for a quicker proceedings in the divorce from West, saying that West was trying to delay it, and saying that Mr. West, by his actions, has made it clear that he does not accept that the parties' marital relationship is over. Kardashian was declared legally single on March 2, 2022. She subsequently dropped West as her legal last name and ended their marriage. A post-divorce settlement was reached on November 29, 2022. Kardashian was in a relationship with actor and comedian Pete Davidson from November 2021 to August 2022. From September 2023 to March 2024, Kardashian was reportedly in a relationship with NFL wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. Religion. Kim Kardashian is a Christian and has described herself as really religious. She was educated in Christian schools of both the Presbyterian and Roman Catholic traditions. In October 2019, She was baptized in an Armenian apostolic ceremony at the baptistery in the Etchmiadzin Cathedral complex and given the Armenian name Hegini. In April 2015, Kardashian and West traveled to the Armenian quarter of the Old City in Jerusalem to have their daughter baptized in the Armenian Apostolic Church, one of the oldest denominations of Oriental Orthodox Christianity. The ceremony took place at the Cathedral of St. James. Khloe Kardashian was appointed as the godmother. In October 2019, Kim baptized her 3 younger children at the baptistery in the Etchmiadzin Cathedral complex, Armenia's mother church. Health and pregnancies. Kardashian has 4 children with Kanye West, 2 daughters born 2013 and 2018, and 2 sons born 2015 and 2019. Kardashian has publicly discussed difficulties during her first 2 pregnancies. She experienced preeclampsia during her first, which forced her to deliver at 34 weeks. With both pregnancies, she developed placenta accreta after delivery, eventually undergoing surgery to remove the placenta and scar tissue. After her second pregnancy, doctors advised her not to become pregnant again. Her 3rd and 4th children were born via surrogacy. Kardashian has also spoken about her psoriasis. In May 2021, it was reported that Kardashian had tested positive for COVID-19 in November 2020. She confirmed this report, but denied reports that she caught the disease after hosting a party at a private island. Wealth. In May 2014, Kardashian was estimated to be worth $45 million. In 2015, Forbes reported she had made more this year than ever, as her earnings nearly doubled to $53 million from 2014's $28 million, and reported that she has monetized fame better than any other. Much of her income includes wholesale earnings of the Sears line, the Kardashian collection, which brought in $600 million in 2013, and the Kardashian beauty cosmetics line, Kardashian-branded tanning products, the boutique line Dash, as well as sponsored social media posts, which are collectively worth $300,000 to $500,000 per post. As of July 2018, Kardashian was worth $350 million. Kardashian does not receive alimony payments from either of her first 2 marriages. On April 6, 2021, Forbes estimated Kardashian's net worth at $1 billion. Paris robbery. On October 2, 2016, while attending Paris Fashion Week, Kardashian was robbed at gunpoint in the apartment where she was staying. 5 individuals, dressed as police officers, bound and gagged her, then stole $10 million worth of jewelry. The thieves got in her residence by threatening the concierge. Once they accessed Kardashian's room, they held a gun to her head, tying her wrists and legs and wrapping duct tape around her mouth as a gag. Kardashian, who was placed in the bathtub, was physically unharmed and reportedly begged for her life. She managed to wriggle her hands free from the plastic ties around her wrists and scream for help. The thieves escaped. On October 6, 2016, it was revealed that filming for the next season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians had been placed on hold indefinitely after the robbery. After the robbery was announced, several critics expressed skepticism about whether it was staged or not, with some even drawing comparison to Olympic swimmer Ryan Lochte's recent false robbery claim. On October 10, 2016, a video was released showing Kardashian immediately after the robbery as police began conducting their investigation. In the video, she is seen using the cell phone that she had reported stolen and did not have any of the markings she claimed from being bound by her captors, prompting more questions as to whether or not the events were staged. In response, Kardashian filed lawsuits against several media outlets the following day and secured a gag order to get the video removed from any articles due to it being part of an active police investigation. On October 25, 2016, Kardashian dropped the lawsuit, prompting more criticism that the robbery was a ploy to generate media attention. Production resumed on Keeping Up with the Kardashians on October 26. On January 9, 2017, French police detained 17 persons of interest for questioning in the robbery case. Later in 2017, 16 people were arrested for their alleged involvement. It was revealed in 2020 that French prosecutors would seek trial for 12 of the suspects. The suspects who allegedly entered her room were of, or near, senior age and were named the Grandpa Robbers by the press. In 2021, the suspects were still awaiting trial, with at least one of the five who entered Kardashian's room reportedly set to plead no contest to the charges. Activism. During an interview with Katie Weaver of GQ for the July 2016 issue, Kardashian described herself as a Democrat and declared her support for Hillary Clinton in the 2016 U.S. presidential election. In January 2017, she tweeted a table of statistics that went viral, highlighting statistics that show that gun violence in the United States kills 11,737 people annually, while terrorism in the United States kills 14 people annually. In December 2017, the tweet was mentioned by the Royal Statistical Society in the announcement of its International Statistic of the Year for 2017. On a trip to Uganda in October 2018, she and her husband met with President Yoweri Museveni. They had a press conference, and Kanye talked about tourism in Uganda. They were criticized for meeting Museveni due to his being a dictator and his recent crackdown on the opposition and the Ugandan LGBT community. In April 2019, Vogue reported that Kardashian was studying to pass the bar exam. Instead of attending law school, she is reading law. In 2021, Kardashian said she had failed her first-year law exam, the baby bar, for a second time, performing slightly worse than her first attempt earlier in the year. In December 2021, she passed the baby bar law exam on her fourth attempt. In 2020, Kardashian condemned the actions of Azerbaijan in the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh conflict and expressed her support for Armenia and the Republic of Artsakh. On November 20, 2021, it was reported that Kardashian and the English soccer club Leeds United FC, with the help of Rabbi Moshe Margarton of the Tzedek Association, had financially helped female Afghan soccer players to make their way safely to England. The women and girls had escaped Afghanistan following the Taliban takeover, but were stranded in Pakistan. Armenian genocide recognition. Kardashian has expressed pride in her Armenian and Scottish ancestry. She is not a citizen of either Armenia or the United Kingdom, and does not speak Armenian. She has advocated for the recognition of the Armenian genocide on numerous occasions and encouraged President Barack Obama and the United States government to consider its acknowledgement. In April 2016, Kardashian wrote an article on her website condemning the Wall Street Journal for running an advertisement by factcheckarmenia.com denying the Armenian genocide. In April 2021, Kardashian wrote a letter to President Joe Biden thanking him for officially recognizing the Armenian genocide and becoming the first United States president ever to do so. In April 2015, Kardashian traveled to Armenia with her husband, her sister Chloe, and her eldest daughter, and visited the Armenian Genocide Memorial Tsitsernakaberd in Yerevan. On October 10, 2020, Kardashian announced she donated $1 million to Armenia Fund, a humanitarian organization that supports Armenia's development. Prison reform and clemency advocacy. Kardashian has worked in the area of prison reform, advocating for the commutation of the sentence of Chris Young and also of Alice Marie Johnson, a woman who received a life sentence for a first-time drug offense as the leader of a major cocaine ring in Tennessee, which was granted by President Donald Trump in June 2018. Along with Van Jones and Jared Kushner, she was instrumental in persuading President Trump to support the First Step Act, which enacted major reforms in the U.S. prison system. Van Jones later stated that without Kardashian, the act would have never passed because it would not have received the president's support. It was later passed by a great majority in the U.S. Senate. In 2019, Kardashian largely funded the 90 Days to Freedom campaign, an initiative to release nonviolent drug offenders from life sentences by attorneys Brittany K. Barnett and Me Angel Cody. The effort resulted in 17 persons being released under provisions of the First Step Act. Kardashian was widely credited for the success of the campaign in media headlines. Commentary on her involvement ranged from praise to assertions that it was a public relations stunt to accusations that she was taking the credit for work she did not do. In a Facebook post from May 7th of that year, Barnett commented on the divisive and underfunded nature of the criminal justice reform space adding, "Kim linked arms with us to support us when foundations turned us down. We and our clients and their families have a lot of love for her and are deeply grateful for her." In April 2022, Kardashian advocated for the clemency of Melissa Lucio, the only woman of Hispanic descent on Texas's death row, in a series of tweets. She tweeted, "I recently just read about the case of Melissa Lucio and wanted to share her story with you. She has been on death row for over 14 years for her daughter's death that was a tragic accident. Lucio is on death row for the abuse